Would you believe a single mysterious email containing just 3 digits led thousands of people down the darkest rabbit hole the internet has ever seen? And whoever was behind it knew exactly who was investigating them, where they lived, and was watching their every move in real time. October 6, 2014. A normal Tuesday that would become anything but normal. An anonymous user on 4chan receives an email that would launch one of the most terrifying internet mysteries ever documented. The subject line was blank. The sender was unknown. But the message was bone-chilling. You have been selected. Where have you gone? We are watching. Below the text was a single link, and that link would change everything. The 4chan user, thinking it was just another internet prank, clicked the link. What they found was a website that looked like it had been designed by someone having a complete psychological breakdown. Walls of scrambled text that hurt to read. Numbers that seemed to follow mathematical patterns but made no sense. The number 432 appearing everywhere, obsessively repeated. Images that flashed just long enough to be disturbing, but too fast to fully comprehend. Chat rooms with usernames that were all variations of 432. But here's where it gets really scary. Within hours of the 4chan post going live, more people started receiving the same email. People who had never interacted with the original post. People who weren't even on 4chan. As word spread across Reddit, 4chan, and other forums, something unprecedented happened. The mysterious website began changing in real time based on who was investigating it. New puzzles appeared within minutes of being solved. Personal information about investigators started appearing in the coded messages. The chat rooms filled with bots that seemed to know exactly who was logged in. Photos of investigators' neighborhoods began appearing on the site. Some users reported receiving phone calls with nothing but the sound of typing. The most terrifying part? The website knew things it shouldn't know. One Reddit user reported finding their full name, address, and recent purchase history embedded in a puzzle. Another discovered a photo of their car in their driveway taken just hours earlier. The line between digital mystery and real-world stalking had been completely obliterated. Internet sleuths discovered that 432 wasn't just a random number, it was everywhere. 432 Hz is called the universe's frequency in conspiracy theories. 432 appears in ancient mathematical texts and mystical traditions. The website's IP address contained the digits 4, 3, and 2. Files hidden on the site were exactly 432 kilobytes. But the deeper investigators dug, the more dangerous things became. The dark web connection. Hidden links led to dark websites containing encrypted files that seemed to contain personal data on hundreds of people. Live feeds from webcams in major cities, forums discussing Project 432 and selection protocols, countdown timers that nobody could figure out. Real-world encounters. Several investigators reported strange cars parked outside their homes, receiving packages they never ordered containing USB drives with 432 files. Their internet connections being mysteriously disrupted during investigation sessions. Text messages from unknown numbers containing nothing but 432. Then came the night that changed everything. Multiple investigators across different time zones reported the same horrifying experience. At exactly 4:32 a.m. in each of their local times, their phones rang. When they answered, they heard their own voices, recordings of them discussing the 432 mystery, but played backwards and distorted. The calls lasted exactly 4 minutes and 32 seconds. That same night, the website displayed a new message. The selection is complete. Phase 2 begins now. Panic spread through the investigation community. Some users completely wiped their digital presence and went offline. Others doubled down, convinced they were on the verge of exposing something massive. Then, as suddenly as it began, it stopped. On October 20th, 2014, exactly 14 days after the original post, the website went dark. The emails stopped, the phone calls ended, Every trace of Project 432 vanished from the internet as if it had never existed, but investigators had archived everything. And when they analyzed the data, they discovered the most disturbing truth of all. It was all an experiment. Buried in the final files was documentation revealing that 432 was a psychological study conducted by an unknown organization to test how quickly internet communities could organize around a mystery, what personal boundaries people would cross when investigating, how much real-world fear could be generated through digital means, whether online investigators could be manipulated into providing personal information willingly. The 432 mystery was never officially solved because there was nothing to solve. It was a carefully orchestrated test of human behavior, curiosity, and fear. But the psychological impact was real. Several investigators required therapy for anxiety and paranoia. Many participants reported long-term fears about online privacy. The techniques used in 432 later appeared in other, more malicious contexts. To this day, nobody knows who was behind the experiment or what they did with the data they collected. The most terrifying part? Some investigators claim they still receive messages. Not emails or phone calls, but notifications that appear and disappear too quickly to screenshot. Messages that always contain 3 simple digits, 432, because maybe, just maybe, the experiment never really ended. Maybe it just evolved. And maybe right now, as you're watching this video, someone, somewhere, is watching you too. Perhaps you think the 432 mystery was disturbing. Wait until you hear about the Texas City conspiracy that Reddit accidentally exposed. See you in the next video.